Yo, what's up, everybody? Ringside Beer Show, episode 39. Where is the time? Yo, it's your boy Jay Smooth, and I'm welcoming everybody back here with
Alex. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to another episode of Ringside Beer Show. We're here with Hector as well. Say hi. See.
you have permission to say sup with it if you'd like.
Yeah, sup with it.
I can't.
You gotta get used to it.
I can't say it like you guys do. I don't have that range.
Yeah, you gotta work on the lows and the highs. You'll get it.
You'll get there. You'll get there. Great weekend. Great weekend.
goodness,
Should we
man.
just get into the episode? Or?
I think so. Let's
All
start
right.
firing away, boys.
Let's get into some current events. This weekend, Edwards versus Diaz bout postponed to June 12th, which I believe that's the Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier fight, right? They got put underneath that card for UFC 263. Yes.
No, I think it's not. July 10th is the Conor fight.
When is? Yeah, isn't that UFC 263?
July 10th.
It's June
No,
12th.
that's a whole nother month, brother. It's a month earlier.
Really? So
Yes,
that's
sir.
UFC 264.
Yeah.
All right.
Or 5. I don't know.
All right.
Google it.
Yeah. That's look at my boy Hector showing some initiative. But let's talk a little bit about that fight. I'm really bummed that it got postponed. When you start having this Edwards and not showing up to fights talk in the same sentence, it kind of starts getting a little eerie because we've seen this scenario like multiple times. So also with Nate Diaz, I mean, on both sides. So this fight's real fragile, man. I'm really hoping they can continue to get it working, get it actually to happen on that date, June 12th. And they said Diaz disclosed a minor injury. What kind of injury would cause you to pull out for just a month or two, you know?
I think he probably got a cut and just reopened, and they didn't let him fight.
Well,
But
hopefully it ain't the infamous cut.
for some clarification, that fight, the UFC 263, is Israel Adesanya versus Marvin Vettori with a co-main of Figueiredo versus Moreno, and then the third fight will be Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz. I thought it was part of
Which
the
is
cover.
still a 5-round fight.
Dude, they got them. That card is juicy, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. All
I'm
right.
not as hyped on the Vettori fight. I mean, we'll save it for that time. But I'm just saying.
All right. So this past weekend, there was the big quote-unquote press conference, I guess. It was Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul.
What's big to
The
some
oldest.
is smaller to others.
Well, you know. Well, supposedly they're the Mayweather's fighting, and it's the big press conference, which is funny. Did you guys watch it or no?
Yeah, I watched it.
All right. I thought it was when they were going back and forth, like when Logan Paul was like, this guy, this is the guy you guys brought to me. Like, come on, man. You got the greatest defensive boxer ever. The smack talk was hard to watch.
Yeah, it's like their jokes are cringy.
Extremely,
And like they try to die on that cringe. Because, you know, there's some people that can sell it, i.e. the king of cringe, Henry Cejudo. I really don't like that approach, but by all means, if that's what you want to do. When he started making Logan Paul started making comments about Floyd Mayweather, like, you know what you did to your wife and stuff. It's very disgusting when you try to take a serious approach when you're not even a serious athlete yourself. To even get more into that, that's not necessarily the tree you want to bark up because, you know, my boy Floyd got goons and he's with the stuff, as the kids would say.
Oh,
So I don't know.
it was super cringy to watch. It was. I felt like, you know what, Logan Paul. He's not. I don't know why they decided Floyd Mayweather decided to fight Logan Paul when the hype is really on his younger brother, and we'll get right into that clip right now. His younger brother was at that event, and because they asked Floyd, this is how it all started. They asked Floyd, "Hey, I could fight them both in one night," and then Jake Paul was like, "All right, you want to fight us both in one night? All right, come on, let's talk about it."
Yeah.
And then this is what happened.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this bum.
Get Al Haymon.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Haymon.
Let me call Al Haymon.
I'm my
Let's
own
make it
boss.
happen.
I'm my own
2
boss.
one night. Got your hat. Got your hat.
Just got your hat.
Now he's wrapped up about 4 dudes.
Wow.
Yep. But, okay. Issue number 1.
What happened?
I only know this because I made a TikTok for the Ringside Beer. But on TikTok, Jake Paul said he was going to steal Floyd Mayweather's hat. So, it was...
Before that happened?
Yes.
Okay.
So everybody who was on Jake Paul's train expected that to happen, right? 2, there really wasn't much punches thrown. That was the issue with me. We could play grab ass all day, but I really don't feel that when you're Floyd Mayweather or you're his goons that you should be playing grab, but, grab booty. You should be swinging for the
Well, the
fences.
thing is, no one swung first. No one swung anything because they have how many cameras on them? That
Bro,
would be,
but we in
hey,
the clinch, dog.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? In the clinch, dog.
Yeah, you'll
Shoulder
be able to
strikes.
see all those. And then when Floyd, after that, I mean, we only showed you like maybe 10 seconds of this video. This video went on for like a couple minutes. At the end of it,
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, Floyd kept on saying, I'm going to kill this mother effer. I'm going to kill this mother effer. Who do you
Play
think you're
with
playing
me.
with me? You think you're playing with someone? Like, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, and I
What?
ain't never seen Floyd act like that.
Yeah, me either.
Like,
I mean,
really.
I feel he's just off the rails, not even getting haircuts anymore. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's take a step even further into it. My boy's in a midlife crisis. I mean, if you just take a
he's
second
clearly-
to look at him,
I mean, he's retired.
Well, all fun,
I mean,
which
we-
means
we
you're
can
not
cra-
generating more income.
Dude, he's
Which
not generating
means
income.
he doesn't have to. He's a
Dude.
billionaire at this
Oh, he
point.
has
well,
to.
hold up, man. You can't call him a billionaire and can't afford to get a haircut. Come on, man.
Man, if
My boy.
man, when I retire, I'm not gonna bathe. I'm not gonna cut my hair. I ain't
this
doing
is
nothing.
why you're
I'm
going to need a
retired.
CPA when you retire because debt to income is an extremely real thing. When you have all these monetary instruments such as these cars and these watches, you need insurance and such. But, look at this is all I got to say. I ain't got a whole lot of dollars in my pocket, right? But at least I shaved the under part of my neck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hurting that bad, dog. I'm not hurting that bad.
It's like, bro, you can shave this part on your neck right now.
I mean, I'm not worth $100 million, but Jesus, I like try to at least look like I'm worth 1,000.
So to add to this whole mess that happened over this past weekend over the Mayweather versus Paul fight, Jake Paul tweeted, he says, I stole his hat because he steals people's money with boring fights.
Facts.
Oh my God, with these corny, cringy lines.
I mean,
There's a little bit of truth to that, though.
Yes, but
I mean,
but at the
that
end of the
is
day,
facts.
bro, we know what we're tuning into when we see Floyd. We want to see somebody try to beat him, and it's not happened,
No.
So that's what we tune in for. We don't tune in. I'm willing to pay the money. As long as it's against somebody that's real competition. Let me clarify that. Not against this bum, I'm not trying to see the Paul brothers fight Mayweather. I
Which
want
is-
to see Conor McGregor get back in there.
Which is
if
so-
I'm going to settle for some shenanigans.
It's so crazy because Jake Paul has a way of getting under people's skins, like rallying them up, right? Like,
Yeah, well, when you're 18, 19, 20 years old, that's what you pride yourself on. You love getting under people's skin, You like being thinking you're bigger than what you are. And
Well, you saw what happened at the UFC event last weekend. Or the weekend
absolutely,
before.
yeah.
I've never seen 15,000 people just say,
Like boo or
boo someone like that bad.
or
bro.
yeah, they were saying.
It was ridiculous.
All
They
right,
were
so
saying F Jake Paul. The
I'm pretty
entire
sure you guys saw the clip on when they showed his face. Did you see the fan behind him?
he was a little shooketh. You could tell he's kind of like,
Oh no, the fan behind them though. You didn't see the guy? behind him?
I didn't.
So they pan the camera, right? Everyone's booing in the arena. If you do a little slow mo, there was people commenting, "Oh yeah, the guy in the back had the right idea." The guy in the back did this little sign. It was like asshole, right?
Asshole.
Look for it, guys. It's the funniest thing ever.
I love
I
that.
didn't see that. That's funny though.
great. People
But
are
what do we have
genius.
here? Oh, so we had Jake Paul tweet about that, and then we had the notorious Conor McGregor tweet about that whole incident.
Hey, Leonard Ellerby, what the fuck is Floyd at? The kid curled up, didn't fight back once, and Floyd is still running around acting like the tough guy. The kid actually just pulled this shambles of a situation Floyd is in out of the drain for him. He should thank him. It's embarrassing. Pro to pro, it's embarrassing. He will not scratch 10 mil for this fight, and he knows it. It was canceled once already. The world is watching this on Twitter. He'd fight half a decent pro and command 20 million upwards, yet it's this shit. Whatever way you spin this, it's sad. Fight someone for real. On your record or fuck off, mate. Slaphead.
Ooh, snap.
I don't know what slaphead means, but
So it was a term that, like during the Mayweather versus McGregor press conference, I think it was the last one. It was the fourth one when they were in England and Conor McGregor did slaphead. Like kind of put his hands on Mayweather's head and shook it. It was referencing that anyway.
I mean, we were at that press conference in L.A. Sup with it?
Oh my! we could go back. We went with like two different. Not me and you, but like you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
We went with different mindsets with people we went with.
Yeah.
We were strictly business, and everyone's like, "Oh no, for the event!" Like
Everybody's there to party, and we're out here trying to freaking
we're
make
like,
some.
I'm trying to get my interview ready, baby.
Acquaintances. Yeah, we're out here trying to make some acquaintances, but I was glad we got to go to an event like that because honestly, it did. I mean, you were kind of the founder of the event, I must say.
Yeah,
My shameless plug.
well, the cool little Easter egg. If you look at the Showtime epilogue for Mayweather McGregor, my wife is holding my poster at the beginning of the show.
That is an Easter
For Showtime,
egg
yeah.
for that ass. That's an Easter egg right there, boy.
All right, well, let's continue the current events. We have Clarissa Shields was tweeting about her boxing and MMA, and take it away, man.
Dude, I'm so proud of this chick. MMA and boxing is different, yes, but it's all fighting. It involves strength, IQ, heart, discipline, diet, lifestyle, all that ish. It's not impossible for me to be great at MMA. I have all that it takes, and I'm not scared or intimidated by none of you MMA bitches. Sheesh.
Damn, she's just getting into it, and I love that Conor McGregor kind of gave her the nod to it, right? Like to her.
Yeah, just the way he explains it here. He says, respect this multi-weight boxing world champion, competing in her first MMA fight next month. A rare occurrence that is to be lauded with praise. Real courage, a lot of her male counterparts do not possess. Good luck, Carissa. Another multi-weight, multi-sport savage. Welcome.
Girl, let's get it.
And you know, when Conor talks like that, that's the kind of stuff I like Conor talking about. When he talks about the things that other people don't accomplish that he's accomplished, right? Now, we all know that you were the double champ, but you didn't defend none of those belts, you know. So when we talk about something else that you did, like combined, you know, MMA and boxing, that is significant in its own right. And I think that right there is what I look towards when I look at Conor McGregor. I don't look at Conor McGregor and like, oh, the double champ, you know. That to me, at that time, yes. Moving forward, I think I've now gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, what Conor McGregor did for the sport was help transcend it, other than, you know, the belts. Because that's what Conor's known for, you know. He's not known for being a true champion, holding and defending the belts and
all that
running
stuff.
both divisions.
But yeah, no, like he essentially took, who was it? James Toney versus Randy Couture's like blueprint when James Toney went over to MMA, because that was the first crossover fight. But obviously you have the two biggest names in sports history, Mayweather versus McGregor. It was a spectacle of its own, you know?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything that gets bigger than that either.
I don't think so either. You would have to be a megastar in both sports. Like you would have to have Canelo versus like
Even then, I don't think...
Canelo's not the biggest star in boxing?
No, I mean, I was talking about something like that. The Rock and Hulk Hogan was dope as fuck, too.
Well, no. But that's
I'm
totally
just saying.
different, though. Hulk Hogan and The Rock are in the same.
It's just a niche
league.
market.
Yeah,
it's
what I'm saying
it's a
is,
niche market.
I'm
Certainly.
just saying.
what we're trying to say is like
a spectacle.
that
It's
will
amazing.
never happen at his, you know, I guess it would say as his height. You know,
Yeah, like to even put a little more light onto it. Pacquiao Mayweather topped like 4 million pay-per-views. There ain't nothing that's gonna meet that. Ever.
No. I think it came pretty close considering how illegally streamed Mayweather versus McGregor was.
Right. But the amount of people that paid for Pacquiao and Mayweather, that to me is like just the significance of that. It just goes to show you like
That was a
There's
fight 10
only-
years in the making, or like how much?
Yeah,
Like 7 years.
Yeah,
in the
but-
and
making,
it was
man.
already, and it was
already-
3 years too late, you know?
yeah.
3 years. It was 5 years too late.
Yeah.
I was being
So-
I was trying to be kind.
No, I don't care. It was 5 years too late for that fight. Nobody wanted to watch it. That's why I got it illegally.
Yeah, the rumor
So,
mill is Pacquiao's supposed to be
care.
retired.
What?
I got it illegally.
I don't know what the statute of limitation is on
I
that.
don't know. Yeah.
Come find me.
I think he might. I think he might be under the influence. All right, he's making.
He might be. He might have had a little too much to drink.
What did you? What were you drinking
It
over
must
there?
have been, it must have been real
Ringside.
good, bro. Was it some ringside beer over there?
It might
Let's
be.
get into it. All right.
Ringside Beer, since 2012, committed to bringing 5 fans quality lagers and ales. Ringside Beer is proud to offer fresh beer in both 16-ounce cans and on draft. Look for our flagship American-style lager, Irish-style red ale, or any of our other beers in your area. Get in touch at ringsidebeer.com. Get in the ring. Be ringside. Ringside Beer. Sup with it.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey, so before we move on to fight recaps, I wanted to give a shout out to my boy Hector over here.
Why?
So I had a meeting this weekend, and the boss
God damn it.
told me that we're old news, bro. Did you know that? We and you are old news.
Yeah.
So
figured it was getting that way.
so what happened? I don't think I told you, but what happened was he told me the girls are off the Smooth and Alex train. They're like, "Hey, those guys are married. Who's that guy in the corner? What do you mean, Hector's corner?" Oh, yeah, that's
was a
the
segment right there.
I was like, "Yo, Hector has some ringside beer groupies in Florida."
Good Lord. I do not.
Hey.
We just want to say thank you, man. I was like, "Yo, dude."
First of all, thanks, ladies, for being on the train before you hopped off. But second of all, I've learned over time people want what they can't have. So as soon as they see the actual ring on, it's going to turn back on. 3, at the end of the day, we brought in Hector for some fresh eyes, so that way he can help generate more fans.
There we go.
So he's doing his job.
So he's doing his job.
You know what that means, though, right?
Yo.
You know what that means? We got to fly to Florida.
We go, look at Hector's put me on my first class to my groupies over here.
I'm just kidding.
We definitely need to fly to Florida, not only for that, but we have other business needs.
Oh, yeah, we got fight
Yeah.
business. I'm going to be like, hey, man, Hector, he's a single one right now, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You're
look-
Single, ready to
hey,
mingle.
Hey, that haircut is fresh, dog.
I know.
That fresh burgundy haircut.
Thank you.
Clean.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Because you knew about the groovies.
That's exactly why. Huh?
That's why he's like, hey, I got to do it for my
Gotta read the
ladies.
comments.
I got to do it for the ringside beer ladies, man.
I'm turning. I can feel my face turning.
Look at what.
At least it goes with the hair.
Oh, love it.
Can we continue now, please? Thank
Yes, let's get into it. We just want to give our boy a little shout out. That was some great news. And I told Russ, I was like, I'm so thankful that you told me this because I want to bring it on the podcast. It's going to be
Thanks.
sweet entertainment.
Thank you, Russ.
Extremely
Thank you.
useful
I appreciate it.
information. It is.
All right, guys, let's get into some fight recaps. We had 2 events that happened over the weekend. First event was UFC Vegas 26, headlined by Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Watterson.
Yes, sir.
But we also had the co-main event, which was Cowboy Don Cerrone versus Alex Morono.
Morono.
And God, he had to feel bad for Don Cerrone, man. Alex Moreno took advantage of Diego Sanchez stepping or getting kicked out of the UFC pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was a great opportunity for Alex. Congratulations. He seized the moment and took out a vet.
Yeah.
Don Cerrone said, hey, I agreed to fight at 170. I agreed to fight Diego Sanchez at 170, so might as well still fight at 170 with a couple days' notice. Didn't go his way, obviously. I think the cats at 170, the up-and-comers, are a little bit too hungry. Don Cerrone's already on his way out. We all see it. All the writing's on the wall.
Well, he's a smaller 170. I mean,
Exactly. He's fighting these monsters. He needs to fight at the 155 division.
yeah, and that was the plan. And unfortunately, things happen at the expense of other people who we've all seen the storylines now, who is literally dominating the sport with just the amount of ignorance. But nevertheless, I'm sure they don't want to hear about an opinion from me, but I mean, if it's coming from me, there's got to be something wrong with that guy. But
Are you talking about Diego Sanchez?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? I thought you were talking about Diego
And his
Sanchez.
whole scenario. No, but to tie it back in, the only reason why Cowboy was fighting at 170 was to have that send-off fight for Diego Sanchez, and that's the only reason why that fight happened. I kind of wish he didn't take that fight against Moreno because, he's only got so many eggs left in the basket. This has him at now, 4 fights that he's lost in a row.
4 or 5 easy.
Wow. And I mean, by pretty easy fashion, too. These guys come in there and they just control the fight, and they put a hurting on them, And this is not what you do for a person like this. You got to wrap the bow before you send them off. So I think, at this point, you give him some easy money, something that's easily hanging from the tree, something that we all know that he can, get done.
Put him against another veteran that also came up with Don Cerrone,
Well, there was only one. There was only one fight to make. That was
I know.
Diego Sanchez. Who do you have now? Matt Brown?
Yeah.
Is Matt Brown at 55?
I think so because
Carlos Condit,
it would have to be a fight that Donald had already
Dan
won.
Hardy, because Dan Hardy wants off his contract.
He already beat Matt Brown.
Yeah, he did.
That's right. So it's
By a
like
nasty ass head kick too.
exactly. So they would have to be a fight that he maybe already won or has. I mean, dude, it has to be super low level. Can't even be top 15.
No, it can't be ranked.
It has to be someone's
it
debut.
Can't be ranked. Can't be ranked.
Yeah. But right here we have Don Cerrone after his loss at UFC Vegas 26. This is his comments.
I'm a little heartbroken. I don't know, man. Don't know what to answer you on. Is that time to retire? I don't know. I don't feel like it. But how I feel and how I perform are two different things, you know? Sucks.
God, even hearing it, reading it, you
kind of
feel it. You
Yeah,
feel
you
it.
feel it.
Yeah.
And you know, Dana White speaks a little bit on it, and what a good man Dana is, like on how he's handling the Cowboy situation. Because you know, in previous couple fights prior, he's like, it's time to sit down and have the talk with them, and how Dana's still kind of allowing this guy to like write his own story and narrative is great. So he speaks on the future of Cowboy Cerrone after the loss at UFC ESPN 214. He says he accepted the Diego Sanchez fight because they both said they would fight at 170. He wants to move down to 55 and get another fight, and I'm going to let him do that.
I think Don Cerrone, I think his next fight might be his last.
This is the right thing to do.
It is. Give him
It's
the
the right thing.
55, let him end his career on a high note, and God, that was horrible to watch this weekend.
Hopefully,
I'm such a fan of Cowboy Cerrone, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think I just think at this point with the momentum that he has in his career, it's time to invest that time into things that don't cause him a hurting, because I personally don't like seeing him lose like that. I would rather see him win outside the octagon.
Yeah.
See him lose in the octagon, see him win outside of it. I'll take the win outside all day.
Yeah, all day.
There you go.
Well, hopefully his next fight will be his last, and hopefully you get to win. We're all rooting for you, Don Cerrone.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, next one was the main event, which is Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Watterson. And I picked Marina Rodriguez to win this one.
What a hell of a fight, though.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was a hell of a fight. But I was like, you know what? I felt Marina's striking was going to be the superior striking in this fight.
Yeah, you
And,
did say that prior.
Yeah. And, you know, not that I'm hating on Michelle Watterson. I'm a big fan of Michelle Watterson as well. You know, if you look at the both striking, I was just like, well, some Marina's striking was just a little bit crisper. That's why I picked her.
She threw 1 to 2 more punches per combo. You know, Michelle Watterson was throwing big shots and individual shots, or 2 shots, but nothing, you know, past that 3 combo. And the kicks were working well. And don't get me wrong, like Michelle Watterson was able to stay in that fight, stay competitive,
Absolutely.
stay creating opportunities for her to win. But when it came down to just the overall striking, I mean, if it was going to go to points, we all knew that Marina was going to take that fight. And, you know, now it just kind of is like an eye-opening position for Michelle Watterson. We got to find out exactly where she's at in her career too, because you know she's lost against some of the big names in the UFC. She's won against a couple of some good names, but she's still teetering. You know, she's teetering on that she can't break over the hump, and it really sucks because they have a really good product and brand in Michelle Watterson, the Karate Hottie. The story behind her, what comes with it, you know, she has an amazing brand and product to offer, and the UFC, you know, should start to look to protect that brand and help.
Yeah, she's also getting into that category of veteran fighters. It's just different in kind of women's league because she could still compete.
I feel like their league goes by so much faster, huh? Like
The women's league? No, I feel like you could still come back and, like, for example, Misha Tate's coming back, and she could still hang with the rest of the division.
I guess the other way to put it is like it doesn't take much to become a veteran in the women's division because it just continuously there's just fights.
Yeah, I guess you would say that. Yeah, because there's everyone's kind of fighting each other. There's not the pool of what do you say? The roster is not as big as the male divisions.
Right. So I mean, I can remember when Karate Hottie first came in. You know, Paige Van Zandt was the big thing back then. You know, and it's just so fascinating because 2 or 3, 4 years later, they're already considered veterans and they've already fought for the title and they've already ran through everybody. You know, kind of thing.
Yeah. What do we have here? Oh, we have Karate Hotties, Michelle Waterson's post-fight comments, and these were from her Instagram.
Thank you for the dance, Marina Rodriguez MMA. One hell of a fight. Thank you, UFC, for giving me the opportunity to perform under the lights. Thank you to all my friends, family, fans for always having my back. Every time I step into the octagon, I step out a better person. I'll be back. Love you all.
God, I love her, man.
She's
Positive.
humble, man. She's so humble in defeat, and just an overall like great person. You know, like in outside and in. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, absolutely, man. We will continually I just hope she continues with her MMA career. Hopefully this loss does not deter her from anything. I still think she's a great fighter. Fight someone, maybe get a couple wins under your belt. You know, someone that's not so far. Like Marina, I felt like she's top 10 right now.
yeah, and she's
Give or take.
and she's trending too.
And she's getting closer to fight for the belt. She actually mentioned Marina, during her post-fight interview that she would be interested in taking the Joanna fight. And I'm like, two
That's a
vicious
style.
stalkers. Now that is
That's a style you can't miss out on.
that you put that one on a pay-per-view on the
Oh yeah,
somewhere in the middle of the pay-per-view card, because
you have to.
remember Joanna Jacek?
Yeah.
She fought one of the fight of the year. She was the girl that had the big hematoma. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it would be
I remember
two strikers going against each other. That would be.
That'd be
And I've told you
ridiculous.
guys, this fight is going to be a striking clean. There's not going to be no wrestling, no nothing. This is.
Just
and-
straight striking. There you go.
Oh my God, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, no, it is.
Dope.
All right, let's move on to the second event that we happened over the weekend, which was Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders. And let's take it to Hector's Corner.
Hector's corner.
Oh yeah.
Hector's corner.
So
let's hear what your thoughts were on this fight, because we were going before we continue, we were going on it on our Ringside Beer chat, on our group chat. So we were like, it was getting interesting, getting a little spicy, getting a little juicy. So go ahead, take it over,
Okay.
Hector.
So Saturday's fight, again, Canelo versus Saunders, huge. Sorry. So the attendance record was 73,126
73,000.
at AT&T. So I had to Google it to see what UFC's biggest crowd was. It doesn't even match it. It was Adesanya, UFC 243.
Yeah,
57,000.
Whitaker, which was 57,000. That was the at the
Marvel
Marvel Stadium.
Yeah. So whatever. AT&T Stadium. UFC needs to have one there, because I bet you if they have,
Well, they will. They'll have the UFC 262.
oh, that's going to be at
Yeah.
AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, but this one will not have no restrictions. Canelo had, I believe, didn't they have some restrictions on theirs?
No, they had full capacity.
Oh, full capacity.
The
Okay.
That's full
restriction was you better be with the Chingasos, bro.
That was full capacity. That's
Well-
72,000 at Dallas at AT&T Stadium.
And they're about to have the same.
That would be crazy. So fight was amazing. Obviously, there was a little drama before the fight started, a couple of days before, where Saunders was complaining about the size of the ring.
His dad was, right?
His dad was, and then he started complaining too.
Okay.
So the dad said that Canelo had agreed to a 24-foot ring at one point, but then they dropped it to 20, and then they wanted a 22, and then they canceled the fight.
Essentially got resolved, and then we got the fight happened.
Because Canelo said he's going to fight. He didn't care what the size is. They're going to fight. Regardless. Okay. So scorecard. I was actually reading online on Twitter what the scorecards were. So some people had it Canelo 5-3. Some people had it Saunders 5-3. Others had it tied. So the official scorecard from the fight is this. All three judges had Canelo winning the fight.
And this is where, because when we were talking, let's just tell the fans, how many rounds did you give Canelo? How many up?
I had before the 8th round. I had 5-2
before the 8th round.
Yeah.
Okay. I think when we were discussing it, we're all at the 6th round, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're at the 6th round. I had money on Canelo, so I was kind of a little bit biased towards Canelo, but at the 6th round, I thought I had Billy Joe Saunders up 1.
Yeah.
And what did you think? Because obviously you were going for Billy Joe Saunders.
No, I definitely had it the same. I would say it was going into this. Well, that would make it 4-1. It was like, I just remember it was after the 7th round. It was like 4-3, and Saunders was up 1 round. and there was just a moment in the fight where you could see where the momentum died for Saunders, and then Canelo just took control of everything, started hyping everybody up.
So that's the thing. Canelo said that the first couple rounds is going to be a little shaky, but he said that he's going to start taking over between the 6th and 12th round. From 6th and over, he was going to start taking over.
Okay.
I can't lie. I have not seen Canelo get hit like that.
Yeah, so the one thing...
Yeah, true.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
True. So this is the reason why I gave Saunders 2 or 3 rounds, because he did get him a couple times in the fight. I wouldn't say he led. I never thought he led. If anything, they were tied 4-4. If that's the case, then they're tied 4-4. Each has 4 rounds to each other.
Yeah.
But he never led in that fight, regardless of what anyone says. He never led.
Who?
Saunders.
Well, he would have to lead if he won some rounds.
Yeah, but Canelo. So they're either tied or he's down, or Saunders is down 1 round.
And I felt like this is where the scorecards were like, what?
Yeah,
in my opinion.
So I think the one that got me was the 7th round. They gave it to Saunders, even though Canelo did more work.
Well, we all
so
know
that
the
was
scorecards
crazy.
were printed 3 days before the event even happened.
So
Yeah, 'cause I was kind of shocked. I was like, wait a minute. And I had money on Canelo, and I'm looking at this fight, and I'm like, wait a minute. Canelo's throwing everything he has and is not going to knock out Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah,
Not at all.
So here's
that's how I
you
felt,
can't
too.
even
So
say...
That's how I felt.
So this is how close the fight was going into the 8th
Okay.
round. So Canelo landed 73 to 60 punches. That was close. It's not
That's
even
pretty close.
That's not even a land. That's like a margin close. But he did land 53 of his power punches though.
Okay.
Compared to I think,
So 73 Canelo, 60 to Billy Joe
60
Saunders?
yeah.
Okay.
It felt like Canelo couldn't land a lot of shots. Like he was trying to, but Billy Joe Saunders was just continuously moving and
Running.
jabbing. and-
Great head movement.
Yeah,
give it. You got to give it up to Billy Joe
It's
Saunders.
called running, but I guess.
No.
It's called a game plan,
Whoa,
homie. You got to do
not
something.
even
So
running.
okay, so this
Okay.
So it didn't even matter at the end of the night what the scorecard was, because
Obviously,
Billy
yeah.
Joe I believe Billy Joe Saunders messed up. He was ducking. Every chance he got, he would duck.
Man, yes, that
Which-
frustrated me so
and-
much because we all see Canelo practice that
Yes.
goddamn shot all the
Okay.
time, bro.
So he was timing those ducks. He's trying to time them, and towards the end of the 8th round, he finally clipped him.
So-
and it was hard. Like you felt how hard, because as soon as he got hit, his eye swole shut.
So this is the thing.
It
He
closed.
was doing the dip many rounds before that, and Canelo was missing.
Yeah, and
But give it kudos to Canelo. I'm not saying I
Nah,
had money
it felt
on
like
Canelo.
It felt like a lazy try, like on that one.
But then when he landed that shot, I was like, oh, Canelo got lucky, because if it kept on going later in the rounds, Canelo's power was not going to knock him out at all.
he would have won by decision though.
Oh, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, so-
Obviously. But
So what I've been reading on Twitter about the guy's about Saunders' injury, it's orbital, like right here in the.
he
got-
broke his
He
orbital
broke
bone?
his orbital bone, and it's a really serious injury. And as we know, with people that have gotten serious injuries in this area, Michael Bisping got the same thing, right? I'm assuming he had like the same injury here. Or was
he has some more
Michael-
crucial types.
No,
stuff.
Michael
Yeah, somewhere
Bisping's, I believe it was from a finger going into the eye and
okay, never
completely
mind.
blinding him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
toward,
never mind
uh,
then. Well,
the
yeah.
eye.
Apparently,
different injury, yeah.
So from what I've seen on Twitter, like the pictures of like how damaged it is, like they said it's really bad. So
Well,
will he fight again? I have no idea. They haven't really explained how serious it is, or if he's or anything like that. So, but they said it's pretty bad.
wow.
So after the fight,
Okay.
this is my favorite part, because we see a side of Canelo that no one ever sees. So after the fight, it was at the post conference, talking about who's going to fight next. So what's his name? Oh my gosh, Andrade. Yes,
Yeah,
Demetrius Andrade.
Uh-huh.
Crashed his post interview.
Yes.
Asking for a fight. Canelo. I think I should just show you guys the video.
Yeah, let's just go right into the
Let
video.
me watch the video real quick. Hold on, let me post it up real quick here.
So before we show the video,
Oh, yeah.
look at the shot of the attendance in the arena. Look at how amazing that was,
That
right?
was dope.
Great. And this was the uppercut that landed, and Jesus, man,
That wasn't a lazy punch. That was a straight,
no. Well, Canelo,
No, I think
the thing is,
it
Canelo
was
was
a lazy like
lazy dip.
yeah,
you're talking about
lazy
lazy
dip.
dip.
Lazy.
Yeah.
That was a lazy dip. Yeah.
But kudos on Canelo. He was throwing power punches like crazy.
Oh yeah.
And-
And Canelo get hit. He got hit hard.
Yeah. When was the last time you ever seen Canelo cut?
Never.
When was the last time you seen Canelo freaking swollen? I mean, you can probably say the Triple G fight, but I'm just saying.
The thing I found funny was that
Saunders.
Saunders,
that one for sure.
Every time Canelo would hit him, he said nothing. He's like, it didn't hurt. But he got hurt. I think he got him twice with the uppercut. I think it was in one of the earlier rounds.
Yeah.
Where he got him with the uppercut and his neck snapped and the mouthpiece almost came out.
Well, that's funny. Any other person Canelo would have knocked out. That you have to give credit to Billy Joe Saunders.
I give him
credit.
I give him a bunch of credit.
Jesus. But anyways, let's go right into that post fight.
160.
You won
Okay, a lot of people have.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please get the fuck out of here.
Who he fighting?
He's my guy.
Who he fighting? I just asked you a question.
Demetrius asked Canelo, "Hey, how do you fight?" Like, who do I fight?
See what do this?
Yeah.
What that means?
Yeah, like
Fuck you.
yeah.
We don't get that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck you. Get it. Come.
And this one,
Come, bitch.
Yeah, that was Demetrius.
Fuck you.
Andre's dad. Yeah.
You trying to tell your mouth?
They're trying to get a payday, man.
That's what he said.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, bro.
Hey,
Guys, please. What? Hey, what?
hey, you are a horrible fighter, man.
What?
You really want to get the fight, man. You're a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
Come beat me. Come beat me, bro. Come beat me then. Okay, next question.
Dang.
Yo. So
And that was give credit to the who was it? Fight Hub TV who
yes.
filmed that video. Give
Yeah.
credit to the guys who did that.
That was crazy. So there's more. There's like a whole 3-minute
Oh
segment.
yeah,
with
there's
that.
a whole bunch, but
And like towards the end, I think there was a reporter who asked Canelo. He's like, it's weird seeing you like that because we never see you all hyped up like that. And then he's like, at the end of the day, I mean, I might as well just say something,
Yeah.
because he comes in here and crashing my interview. What am I not going to do? Not say nothing?
yeah.
So,
Canelo came out on top on that one.
but that's the Canelo I want to see, bro. I want to see that Canelo
Well, he's
because he's always calm, he's collected, he's all that. But
you know why?
what?
Mega sponsors, dude. You have to have a squeaky
He's a
clean.
free agent.
No,
He's not signed to anybody.
His sponsors. He has Tecate.
Tennessee.
Yeah, he has Tecate. He has who the big other God, they're on his shorts. Why am I drawing a blank?
Hennessy, bro.
Hennessy. Oh yeah, Hennessy.
Hennessy.
But yeah, so it's you kind of have to watch your P's and Q's. I mean,
I guess, yeah.
he
Well,
didn't say nothing bad here, but I mean,
Well, I think also too, like he's been very vocal about what's going on over there in Mexico. How he doesn't feel he's getting a fair shake when it comes down to the government and the law and such. So I think what's happening now is he's kind of a little more frustrated with what's going on. So he's starting to like vent out a little bit, and we're starting to find out little things that are going on.
Yeah.
He's not quite like he's a big story, but now he's not. He's human, We're finding out. You could get him flustered.
Yeah.
yeah. I had a question on your notes.
Oh,
That first fight, was that for the very first fight of the event?
This one?
Yeah.
No, this was the second co-main event.
Oh.
I was going to talk about it, but you didn't have it on the list, so I wasn't going to do it.
Oh, my bad. No,
you're
I thought you wrote notes for that first fight. Where that guy.
Takayama?
No, not the. God, what was it? The Puerto Rican guy.
Oh, Sanchez versus Aguilar?
Was that the guy, Aguilar?
Oh my God!
Where he was like, "Oh, you hit me in the back of the head." They did the slow motion, and everyone was like,
"Stupid, bro."
Bro, and I'm like, he's like, "Come on, man, come on."
He
look,
was
he's getting
cussing out that ref. That was
he was
funny.
getting he was
I knew
getting
the
his
fight
butt-
was over as soon as he started talking to the ref like that. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
bro, like
he
he's a fool.
dude, he smelled a KO coming because I forgot the guy's name.
Aguilar.
Aguilar.
Or Sanchez. Sanchez was the undefeated, and Aguilar was the guy complaining.
Okay, so Sanchez was getting ready to knock out homeboy.
Heck yeah, bro.
That
He was complaining the entire fight. I think it started happening like in the second or third round when he started complaining that he hit him in the back of the head. I'm like, no,
nah,
it's
man.
not.
He's like, I can't see.
I know.
And I'm like, wait a minute. How did you just walk to the corner of the ring and then fall and then looked around and then close your eyes?
That's crazy. That's funny, bro.
Which was crazy because everyone saw the slow mo and the video. Everyone's all boo.
Even the commentators is like, so I don't know what he's complaining about.
Yeah.
The punch
hit the shoulder.
and then it bounces off. So why is he complaining?
Yeah, no,
Like,
there's a couple of those shots that you could see why he was getting frustrated, but in that exact moment, you dropped the ball. It's like you flopped.
It was
like
a
in the
delay.
NBA,
Yeah,
you know
he had
what I
like a
mean?
delay.
Yeah.
It was like a good 5-second delay. He's like, okay. Oh no.
I saw that and I was like, please don't let this be the start of the show. I was like, come on, man.
No,
Anywho.
but the fight after that, the Tokiyama fight was kind of sad too because Tokiyama I think he was fighting some other guy, Elwin Soto. He was fighting him, and I think Tokiyama should have won that fight. He was rocking. He was working the entire fight. He was moving and all that stuff, but they stopped it literally for some reason. I don't know why.
No.
But on the Canelo thing still. So the next up for Canelo, besides Demetrius Andrade, Caleb Platt. He's the last guy. He's the last guy who has the 168 belt. So that's the last belt that he needs.
Yeah, he ain't gonna fight Andrade.
He's not gonna fight Andrade. One, he has no belt.
Yeah.
Two, he has no belt.
So
And
what
three,
happens once he gets all the belts? Is he going to finally do what we all need him to do and fight Triple G?
No. Triple G's like over there somewhere. He's digging his grave because he's gonna retire.
Oh my god.
He's gonna go somewhere else. I don't know.
Hey.
He'll probably go up in weight. I have no idea, but
Yeah. I'm excited
But we'll
to see
see.
who he's gonna fight next.
I hope he fights him after.
Hopefully
after Plant.
Hopefully the Caleb Plant fruitions.
You know,
because
because he says he's playing. He know he's gonna fight in September,
Caleb
and
Plant.
you know he's gonna fight.
Oh, Caleb Plant be like, hey, I want to see those zeros on my check real
Oh,
quick.
he's gonna get that. He's gonna get paid.
Leonardo.
You know he's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
But
Well,
there you go, guys.
Hector's Corner. Thank you for that.
CC.
Congratulations, Canelo Alvarez, on that spectacular win. Because dang, that was a hard fight for him.
Fuck yeah.
That was.
Excuse me, Lance. Sorry, guys.
Got to give him the credit to Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah,
That was a great effort on his part.
yeah.
But Canelo in Texas,
Pound for pound, and
I was
right
hype.
now.
I honestly thought he was going to lose.
And right now, I mean, I don't even care if people get mad at me. Canelo, Mayweather. That's where it's at. Mayweather.
whoa,
That's where it's at. I'm sorry. That is where it's at.
Well, if you look at the scorecards, Mayweather has a win over Canelo.
It does. His only loss is to Mayweather,
anything,
but he
no.
hasn't lost since that. He hasn't lost.
Yeah,
a
he
single
should
fight
thank
since
Mayweather
then.
for that.
If we're going off that, I'm
He even says
taking
it?
Mayweather's
Right, he does,
resume
yeah.
all day, bro.
Yeah, he even
That's
says
true.
it and
Yeah,
during
he
the
does.
video thing. Yeah,
Yeah, he does, yeah.
credits the
So.
wins, the S. You know, the
I mean, I
aspirations
wanna-
of going.
I want to
going harder.
see I want to see Mayweather and Canelo part 2.
I would pay for that.
I just
Well,
want
the
to
way-
Especially,
The way
especially right now.
Mayweather's looking right now, I ain't trying to watch that
Oh,
fight.
did you see after the fight that there was a dude in the ring with a Jake Paul shirt on, and he told him to get the hell out of the ring?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
what?
did.
Yeah, there was a dude with the Jake Paul shirt. I don't know. He just snuck into the ring.
Mayweather or
No,
Canelo.
Yeah, so they're doing their interview, right?
Yeah.
And there's a guy behind Canelo wearing a Jake Paul shirt, whatever. And he and Canelo turns around and he's like, "Get him the F out of here!"
Oh,
And
really?
the security comes up and pulls him out.
That's
I
funny.
was like, "What the hell?"
They're everywhere.
Hey, look,
They're
Jake Paul.
everywhere.
Before you start calling out Canelo, you do not want Canelo, bro. He will knock you out. He will make you
I
retire
would
early.
pay so much money to see that fight.
I
too.
would pay. I would go watch that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
live.
would just
my
just
God.
come over to your house, bro. I'm
Like
not paying money
to
for
quote Smooth. Y'all want to see a dead body?
that. I want to see a dead body.
I would love to see that.
Follow
though.
me this
Anyways,
way.
well, congratulations, Canelo Alvarez, on a spectacular win.
See you in September.
Yes, we cannot wait for the next fight.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go into some fight announcements. There was only like 2 that were going to announce over the week, I felt.
Yep.
First one, Top Rank Boxing. This is going to be on May 22nd. Ramirez versus Taylor. And I cannot see them between there. What's it say?
Junior welterweight.
Junior
Junior
welterweight.
welterweight championship. Yep. Sorry.
There we go.
May
You have glasses you
22nd.
can't see.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Next fight. We have Arina Aldana versus Yana Kunitskaya.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's for July 10th on the UFC 264. 264, that's Conor McGregor versus Dustin
That's
Poirier
the Conor fight.
in Las Vegas. Arina Aldana all day on this fight.
Yeah.
I'm
yo
already
también.
picking.
Yo también.
Viva Guadalajara.
Para
Sí.
la
La
raza.
raza.
Por mi gente.
Yes. All right, guys. And then let's get into the fights this weekend. The big fight. UFC 262.
Crazy
Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler.
Hold on. What day is that? May 15th?
May 15th.
That sounds like a day after my birthday.
Yo.
Drop a happy birthday smooth in the comments one time.
There you go.
Boom. Dude, this is your week. Your birthday's on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Big plans. Hey, well, let's finish off the fight. Co-main event: Tony Ferguson versus Dariush, and
That's a hell of a present for me, boy.
yeah. Who are you picking? Who are you picking? Look who I'm picking.
Crazy guy.
Look at who I'm picking. Right
I'm picking Dariush.
Dariush. How much?
I hear a bet coming on.
$5.
I got $5 on it.
There
Let's
you
make
go.
it juicy. I got you, Tony.
Hey, you know, I have said
got
this
you,
for a while.
Tony.
I think I actually asked for this fight to happen like a hot minute
A
back.
long time ago. Yep.
Like a hot minute back. And the fact that it's happening now, I cannot turn on how I feel about Dariush. No matter the biasness of Tony Ferguson, I've been on Dariush train for a hot minute, man. This dude, he's got everything it takes, bro.
Dude, I
There you
mean,
go.
Dariush is, I'm guessing he's the favorite in this fight, but
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
Dariush is not the favorite?
He shouldn't be. In all honesty,
Wow.
he shouldn't
mean-
be. Because we're talking about resumes.
Well,
Like, if you
yeah,
look at the Murders Row who Ferguson's fought,
Exactly. But, I mean, we're in different times now where it's like, yeah, Tony Ferguson, I wonder how long this, not the layoff, but like the time off of him not preparing for certain fights and for certain fights fall through, him taking last-minute, short-minute fights. He had time to prepare for Dariush. I wonder how well he's going to do in this fight. So
that's the
I am
question.
pulling for you, Tony Ferguson. You signed my poster. I'm a fan of yours.
I would.
I've never turned back on you. No, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't
Who
be
would want
mad
to?
if he won. I wouldn't be
yeah,
mad.
yeah,
I got to stay
Yeah.
100 for the fans. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Who you guys got? Oh,
I'm biased. I'm picking Tony Ferguson, but if I'm betting super big money, I would think Dariush is the favorite.
damn.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
But I got $5 on Tony Ferguson. So
I expect $5.
There you go.
all right, what were we gonna ask?
Oh, I was gonna say, you guys having the Oliveira versus Chandler fight.
Oh, that one's tough because Charles Oliveira earned this title shot. He's on 8 winning streak right now.
Yep.
So if he
Blood,
wins
sweat,
this
and
one's
tears.
9 champion, he's earned it.
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira, not Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler got 1 win over Dan Hooker and is already competing for the belt. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen him outside of the UFC, so he's new to me.
Don't limit yourself, bro. Actually, I'm actually kind of mad that you don't watch more Bellator. Because
I'll leave that for you, bro. You know.
well, this weekend events, man, it was pretty nice. I mean, I don't know if
that
you've seen
means-
what MVP did to that dude's nose.
It did.
Looked
Smashed it,
disgusting.
broke it. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the fight to make is with Lima. Now you have to make that fight again.
Yeah.
But what Bellator does over there is they do have a pretty good solid product. And Michael Chandler was the champ over there for a hot minute. So although he did have that one fight against Dan Hooker, the way he did it, I think validates him being able to be in this conversation and to actually have this fight. But at the end of the day, I'm picking Michael Chandler to win because I feel stylistically he's going to be able to stop Oliveira from pushing the pace because you're not going to try to strike with him because he's going to be able to strike with you. What you're going to try to do is you're going to try to grapple or try to get into the clinch and you're going to try to hurt him. Oliveira's going to try.
And who are you picking on that one?
Chandler.
You pick Chandler. Oh, Oliveira will win. And then if that's Michael Chandler's game plan to wrestle him, Oliveira's jiu-jitsu would probably be Chandler's wrestling. And I smell a bet. I smell a bet on that one.
Quite possibly. I watched the Den Diaries today on the UFC YouTube page, and they did a little footage of fight footage, and they showed what Oliveira likes to do. He likes to kick straight up the middle, right? So that's going to stop Chandler from trying to shoot.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be a matter of grappling. I think they're going to force each other both to stand up and strike. And I think when you are a striker like a Dan Hooker or like a Charles Oliveira, it plays right into Michael Chandler's kind of foreplay. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased.
Yeah, I would think it would favor Charles Oliveira's striking because he has more of a kickboxing type of striking, more of a Muay Thai type of striking.
That's if he's
Then
but
Michael
that's if,
Chandler has more of a boxing type of striking where
that's
it's more
if
hooks.
Chandler starts taking steps backwards, which I don't see. Chandler continues to push up.
That's true.
He wants to push up. They're going to both clash in the middle.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be a
see
great
I don't
fight.
see anybody taking steps back,
Yeah, I don't see that either.
And then in that scenario, I mean, I'm taking Michael Chandler, who's been known to knock dudes out. Oliveira's been known to grapple and he has a couple knockouts and they've been nice, But in all honesty, I'm just taking Chandler's hands over Oliveira.
It might be your weekend. I got 5 on Oliveira if you want it. Might be your weekend. You might get your money back from the last of it.
Can I just say that was amazing how you guys like just dissected that entire fight just now?
Yeah, look,
that was amazing. I mean, when I see this, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna pick whoever looks dope, and I'm gonna go for crazy eyes over here, Oliveira.
he does got the crazy eyes.
He got the crazy eyes going on. I'm like,
and the haircut and all
the
that
haircut.
stuff.
So no.
Do me a favor, bro. Go on YouTube and watch either the countdown or the embedded series.
Yeah.
And specifically pay attention to Michael Chandler.
Okay.
The story behind this cat, man, it fuels the motivation for championship, you know? Like his championship mentality, the way he is and who he is as a person. Yeah. Go check him out, bro. I'm telling you, have the utmost respect for this guy. You'll like him a lot more.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not a great guy. I'm just
just so he can get familiar.
No, I saw the embedded and he's what they're showing. Obviously, I think it was great what he did. He adopted, him and his wife adopted a child. I think it was just recently, right?
Yeah, it was with
great. It was just
the last couple
super.
Years.
He was talking about his wife was always into adopting, and they have a kid now. They adopted a kid, and it was great.
Dope.
Yeah, he's overall a great guy. Like if you're like, hey, son, if you're gonna see someone in the UFC that you want to mimic or someone's career, like a DC, like a Khabib, Michael Chandler would be another one. A great guy, great athlete.
Well, we all know I'm telling my son who he can mimic. John Jones.
Oh,
there you go.
What's up, boy? You want to party all night? That's fine. That's fine. But guess what? You better be kicking ass. That's all I got to say.
That's all I got to say. Anyways, we just want to thank you guys for joining us for another great episode of the Ringside Beer Show, episode 39. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Make sure... Payday. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You name it, we're on it. Check us out, guys. We appreciate all the support and love. And until next time, guys.
Be ringside.
We love you. Bye.
Payday.
What are you trying to say? Gatorade. No, we're not sponsored by them. Ringside Beer. Love you guys.